Combining like terms. How do we recognize and combine like terms? So go down a couple lines of your paper and I want you to write this. 6a squared minus 5ab plus 3b minus 12. So start with the coefficient. The coefficient is the number in front of the variables. We should at this point know what a variable is. So the coefficient is the number that is being multiplied or in front of the variable. The constant is the term without a variable. It's the term without a variable. So in each of these are your terms. A term is a number, a variable, or a product of both that gets added or subtracted from each other. So stop the video now and get all of this in your notebook. So let's think about last year. You don't have to write in this. You were given an expression like a plus 3b plus 4b plus 2a. So it's like an a, an apple, plus 2 apples obviously would get us 3 apples. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bananas. So this expression would get simplified to 3a plus 7b. So let's look at some like terms. So like terms mean like the a and the a are alike. It doesn't matter about the coefficient in front if one's positive and one's negative. So these are like terms because they're both x squares. These are alike because it's xy squared, and this is again xy squared. So what I want you to get in your notebook is this. Like terms have the same variable with the same exponent. That's what makes it a like term. Same variable with same exponent. So let's look if these are like or unlike. So it's the first one. We have x squared. Now a lot of people want to say this one's unlike, but when you put x times x, you get x squared. So this is a like term. Go ahead and look at the next two and tell me what you think. These are also like terms because it's a to the third power and a to the third power. Same variable to the same exponent. It doesn't matter that this 2 is a positive and that 5 is a negative. This is also a like term. This one looks a little tricky because we have x squared and y squared once we put them together. Well, the same thing's here. It's 2 x's, that's x squared, and this is y squared. So that is also a like term. So let's do some. So let's write this in your notebook and then let's combine them. When I combine them, I like to actually circle them. So that's a 3x, and I always circle the sign that's in front, plus an x, plus a 2x. Well, 3x plus x is 4x, plus 2x is 6x, and there's nothing to go with the 4, so that's plus 4. All right, you try this one. Come back when you're done. All right, so alphabetically, x comes before y, so we're going to do that first. 2x, and that's it. And then I have a positive y, because there's nothing in front of it, a positive 3y, and another positive y. So that's y plus 3y is 4y plus 5 plus 5y. You go in alphabetical order. What do you do with squares? They come before the x, so then it would go like x to the third, x to the second, x to the first, and then your constant. So go ahead and try these two. All right, we're going to start with x squares. So I have a 2x or an x squared plus a 2x squared. These are different terms because they're not squared. So that gives me 3x squared. Then I'm going to do my x's. I have an x plus a 3x, so that's plus 4x, and nothing is going with my constant of 5, so that's plus 5. All right, we have no x squares, so we go straight to the x's. So now here's where it starts to get tricky. We have 3x, and we have minus an x, so that's 2x. Now we're going to go to our y squares. 2y squared and a minus y squared. So that'd be plus 1y squared or just y squared. And then we have nothing going with this, so that's plus 2y. So it could look like the top, or it could look like the bottom. Keep getting trickier. Go ahead and give this one a try. So here we go. So let's take a look. I'm going to start with my x cubed, x to the third power and x to the third power. So that's 4x to the third power. Now we're going to look at our x squareds. So we have 2x squared minus an x squared. So 2 minus is a positive 1x squared, or just x squared. And then we have nothing going with the constant here. Oops, my marker in the way. Let's get rid of this. And we have a minus 3 there. So now that is 7 minus 3, which is a positive 4. All right, now it gets really tricky because I'm looking for x squares y. That one looks like it goes with this one, which looks like it goes with this one. So let's focus on those first. So this is a 1 out in front of you if you need to add it in. That's 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 minus 5 is a negative 2x squared y. Now we're going to do our x's. So I have 3x minus 8x. 3x minus 8x is a negative 5x. And now lastly, I have a negative 7 and a negative 3. If the signs are the same, you subtract, and that's a negative 10. So each one of these is gradually going to get more difficult as you go. Your worksheet today is 4.3. You're going to actually enter it into Schoology today, not Backpack. So make sure you go look at Schoology.